I'm starting the session. Listen. In the previous session, very clearly we discussed about cursors. So we have seen steps to use cursor attributes. Okay, and two example programs we have seen on cursor. Okay. So today also my laptop has given problem. So that is why I'm starting the session late today. Okay. So I will try to resolve this problem. And from tomorrow onwards at sharp 2:15, I try to start our session. I'm sorry for this. From tomorrow onwards, I try to start the session at 2:15. Okay. Due to the technical problem, I'm starting session late today. Okay. My laptop is giving problem here. I try to resolve it. Okay. By tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, everyone. See. Topic name is cursors. When I ask the questions, give the response here. You tell me what is cursor? It is a pointer to a memory location. Where is that memory location? In the instance. So in the instance, some memory locations address stored in the cursor. Cursor is a pointer to a memory location which is in the instance. Just like in C language, pointer variable holds address. In Java, object holds address. Here, cursor holds address. So that memory location contains multiple rows. So to hold multiple rows and process them one by one, we are using cursor. To use cursor, how many steps we have to follow, sir? 4 steps. What are those? Now you tell me, suppose I want to hold a department table, all columns, all rows. How to declare the cursor? Good. How to open the cursor? Open C1. Fetch the record from cursor and copy into R. How to write? Fetch C1 into R. Using R, access the row. Write this fetch statement, processing code in the loop. How to close the cursor? Close C1. That's it. These things very clearly. You take any number of examples, same story will be there, sir. Next. Now I want to talk about cursor for loop. Cursor for loop. Then we discuss about inline cursor. Then we discuss about ref cursor. Then we discuss about types of cursors. This is today's session. Okay, today maximum, I try to finish this cursors topic. These topics left in the cursor. What is cursor for loop? In previous session, we have seen two programs. In those two programs, I used simple loop on. This is our first cursor program. In this, I used simple loop, printing all employee names and salaries. This is simple loop now. And in second program also, increasing salary according to hike table percentages. Here also we use simple loop only. But I want to use for loop now. Okay, I want to use for loop. How to use for loop? So to use for loop, okay, we need to use cursor for loop. You already know for loop syntax. Tell me the syntax of for loop. To that one change I do. How to use for loop? For variable name. Practice just remember. You're not practicing. For variable name. Uh, Praveen, where are you, boss? Okay, don't apply Java knowledge here. Okay, so that is why always I give this statement. Most of the students are idiots only. You should not be among them. Most of the students are idiots only. You should not be among them. You are not learning Java, sir. What is the syntax of for means? Our friend is telling this one. You don't mix other languages knowledge here. Observe the for loop syntax here. For variable name in lower value dot dot upper value loop end loop. In between that, we write the statements. Okay. Watching like cinema and going to home. This is your everyday duty. With this, you cannot get knowledge. Listen class carefully. After going to the home, refer the notes. Then practice. With this, you get the knowledge. Okay. Watching like cinema and going home. With this, you cannot get the knowledge, sir. Most of the students are doing like this only. You don't know for loop syntax also. Okay, you are learning PL SQL and we started third chapter also. Think about yourself, what you are learning, why you are coming. It's better to stay at home. If you don't know basics, it is better to stay at home. Think about yourself. Okay. Praveen Jadhav, take care about yourself. This is the syntax of for loop. For variable name in lower value dot dot upper value loop and loop. Okay, if you say this one, I will make one change to this. But you are unable to say this one only. What I have to tell, what I have to explain. Try to remember this. For variable name in lower value dot dot upper value loop and loop. In between that, write the code. Tell me the cursor. Tell me for loop code, for loop syntax now. మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చూస్తారా చూడండి for variable name in lower value dot dot upper value loop end loop statements. What is the syntax of for loop? For variable name in lower value dot dot upper value loop end loop. In between this, we write the statements which we want to execute repeatedly. Praveen Jadhav, this is the syntax of for loop. Next. So understand here, I want to print numbers from 1 to 4. To print numbers from 1 to 4, we are assuming these values as I. So for variable name is I here. Starting value is 1. Ending value is 4. So lower value is 1. Upper value is 4. For 1 dot dot 4. Like this, right? So this variable value, it takes from this range now. This variable value, it takes from range. First time I value will be 1. Next time I value will be 2. Next time I value will be 3. Next time I value will be 4. When I value 5, 5 is not falling between this range. False. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are falling between this range. So true. But 5 not falling between 1 to 4 range. False. Like this it works. Once again I am telling. I want to print numbers from 1 to 4. Assume these values as I. Okay. So for variable name I, lower value 1 dot dot upper value 4. This variable value, it takes from this range now. Lower value dot dot upper value means range. So first time I value it takes as 1. Is 1 falling between this range? True. So code will be executed. Next time I value becomes 2. 2 falls between this range. True. Code will be executed. Next time I value 3. True. 3 falls between 1 to 4. Next time I value 4. 4 falls between 1 to 4. Next time I value 5. So now condition is false. Okay. So when I explain like this, some students they don't listen and the student laugh. Sir, simple points also explaining clearly. Some students laugh like this. But what is the syntax of for means? No one will tell. Okay. So this is for loop. This variable value, the point to understand here is this variable value, it is taking from this range. This variable value, it is taking from range. First time I value 1, next time I value 2, next time I value 3, next time I value 4. This variable value, it is taking from range. But this is simple for. This is simple for. But now my requirement is I want to write cursor for. This variable value, I want to take from cursor now. If I write like this variable value takes from this range. But my requirement is this variable value, I want to take from cursor. So instead of writing lower value dot dot upper value, write cursor name here. This variable value, it takes from cursor. I am writing like this C1. Variable name R I am writing. C1 means cursor. Cursor means multiple rows. This is first row, second row, third row, like this. First time R value will be first row. Second time R value will be second row. Third time R value will be third row, like this. That variable value, it takes from cursor, simple. This is cursor for loop. Are you understanding? I'm writing like this for R in C1. C1 means cursor. Cursor means multiple rows. First row, second row, third row, like this. First time R value will be first row. Using that R, process it. Second time R value will be second row. Using R, process it. Third time R value will be third row. Using this R, process it. Like this, we are processing multiple rows here. This is cursor for this variable value. It takes from cursor. In simple cursor, we are writing like this. I, lower value, dot dot, upper value. This variable value takes from range. In simple for. In cursor for, this variable value takes from cursor. Cursor means multiple rows. First time first row, second time second row, third time third row, holds in the R. So this is cursor for loop. See, one example on it. Question is display department table, all columns, all rows. Display department table, all rows. This is my requirement. I want to get output like this. 10th department, accounting department, located at New York, like this. 20th department, research department, located at Dallas, like this. I want to get all department table rows. This is the output I want to get. This is my requirement. So you already know to use cursor, we have to follow 4 steps. What are those 4 steps? Declare, open, fetch, close. Understand now? If we use cursor for loop, the advantage is we have no need to open the cursor. We have no need to fetch the record from cursor. And we have no need to close the cursor. Just to declare the cursor, write processing code in the cursor for loop. That's it, sir. This cursor for loop takes care about opening, fetching, closing. Implicitly, cursor for loop opens the cursor, fetches record from cursor, and closes the cursor after processing is over. So we have no need to write these 3 statements explicitly. Cursor for loop takes care about it. Just to declare the cursor, write processing code in cursor for loop. Simple. So it is very easy to use because no need to write open statement, fetch statement, close statement. That is why most of the developers show interest to use it. Now, observe now. I'm running the program. So just write like this. I'm following this syntax only. For first declare the cursor. For holding department table, all columns, all rows, declare the cursor like this. I'm defining anonymous block here. Declare the cursor. How to declare the cursor? You already know. Cursor name is select query for holding department table, all columns, all rows. Declare like this. Now define this cursor for loop here. How to write? For variable name R in from where you want to fetch C1. Loop, end loop. Here write processing code. DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line. How to access department number or dot department. How to access department name, r dot d name. How to access location, r dot location. That's it. Code is over. See here, I'm declaring the cursor and I'm writing processing code in the cursor for loop. Over. If we use this cursor for loop, the advantage is no need to write open statement, fetch statement, and close. All those three actions will be done implicitly by cursor for loop. Just a minute. See here. Chandan. Just like in the simple for, no need to declare for loop variable. In cursor for also, no need to declare this cursor for loop variable. Implicitly, it will be declared as percentage row type. That is why no need to declare it. It can hold entire row now. No need to declare it explicitly. Implicitly, it will be declared as percentage row type. Now, tell me the code now. I want to print department table all rows. How to write, sir? Anonymous block. Declare, begin, end, semicolon, slash. Declare the cursor now. Cursor C1 is select star from a department. Now, define the cursor for loop. Now, how to define the cursor for loop? For variable name I in, okay, variable name R I am taking, R in C1 cursor loop, end loop. Now, print department number now. Print department number. Right, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line R dot department number. Okay, R dot D name. Okay, R dot location. Like this way, right, sir? Code is over. I'm saving this with the name cursor for loop demo. Cursor for loop demo. Cursor for loop demo dot SQL. Observe. Set server output on. Set verify off. Set page size 200, line size 200, clear the script. Observe now, at the rate d colon slash batch 2 pm slash file name is cursor department table, all columns, all rows printed. Observe. Working perfectly. What is happening here? Notice that here I didn't declare R variable. Then also code is working perfectly. We have no need variable. Implicitly, it will be declared as percentage row type. Because of this reason only, it can hold entire row. And here we are not opening the cursor, we are not fetching the record from cursor, we are not closing the cursor. All these three actions will be done implicitly by cursor for loop. What is happening here? Cursor created. Okay. Implicitly, cursor opened. Department table all rows. Department table all rows stored here in the cursor. Now cursor has department table all rows. Okay. First time, first row will be stored in the R. First row will be printed here. Second time, second row will be stored in the R. Second row will be printed here. Third time, third row will be stored in the R. Third row will be printed here. Fourth time, fourth row will be stored in the R. Fourth row will be printed here, like this. First row fetching, holding in R. Second row fetching from C1, holding in R. Third row fetching from C1, holding in R. Fourth row fetching from C1, holding in R, like this. Like this it is working. Fetching record from cursor, processing. Fetching record from cursor, processing. Are you understanding, sir? That's it. So this cursor is holding, this cursor C1 is holding department table all rows. 10th department row, then 20th department row, then 30th department row, and 40th department row, like this. First time R value will be first 10th department row. 10th department row fetched, holding in the R. 10th department row printed. Then in the R it is holding 20th department row. 20th department row printed. In the R it is holding 30th department row. Then 30th department row printed. Then in the R 40th department row it is holding 40th department row printed, like this. Fetching row from the cursor, holding in R. Using R we are processing. Like this it works. Is it clear? So this is the way of using cursor for loop. If you use cursor for loop, no need to open, no need to fetch, no need to close. Next. Next topic is inline cursor. Inline cursor. Understand this point now? Just now we have written this program. So here C1 means this select query or not. C1 is holding this select query result or not. C1 is holding this select query result only. So that is why what I am doing is, instead of writing C1 here, C1 is holding select query result. Instead of writing C1 here, here C1. C1 is holding this select query result only. So here instead of writing C1, directly I'm writing select query. If I write like this, no need to declare also now. No need to declare also. So this is called inline cursor. So within cursor for line, within cursor for loop, within cursor for loop, if we specify select query, that is called inline cursor. In cursor for loop, if we specify select query, that is called inline cursor. So select star from result means rows. Select star from department result means rows. First time R value will be 10th department row, print same. Second time R value will be 20th department row, print like this. Just what I am doing, instead of writing cursor name like this, is cursor for loop. Instead of writing cursor name, I am writing select query there. This is inline cursor. Sometimes we need to understand the code which is developed by others. If others are writing like this, don't get confused. Okay, this is inline cursor. Next, say about types of cursors. How many types of cursors are there? Two types. What are those? Implicit cursor, explicit cursor. In the explicit cursor, two types are there. What are those? Simple cursor, ref cursor. Okay, simple cursor, ref cursor. These are the two types of explicit cursors. Yesterday we discussed about simple cursor. This you already know. Simple cursor, you know. Yesterday we learned simple cursor only. Today we are going to learn ref cursor. Now we need to learn ref cursor now. Topic name is ref cursor. Listen. In simple cursor, one cursor can be used for one select query only. Suppose my requirement is I want to hold EMP table all columns, all rows. I want to hold EMP table all columns, all rows. If I go with simple cursor to hold EMP table all columns, all rows, I'm taking cursor 1. C1 holds EMP table all columns, all rows. One cursor can be used for one select query only. In simple cursor, one cursor can be used for one select query only. One cursor can be used for one select query only. And that select query is fixed. It cannot be changed at the further code or anywhere. It cannot be changed. Once select query assigned to cursor, that is fixed. Static, fixed. One cursor can be used for one select query only. So my requirement is I want to print EMP table all rows. Then I want to print department table all rows. Then I want to print salary table all rows. Three tables data I want to process here. So to hold EMP table rows, cursor 1 I am taking. To hold department table rows, cursor 2 I am taking. To hold salary table rows, cursor 3 I am taking. So if I use simple cursor, I need to take three cursor because one cursor can be used for one select query only. To hold EMP table rows, one cursor. To hold department table rows, another cursor. To hold salary table rows, another cursor. Three cursors we are taking. If I use ref cursor, in ref cursor the advantage is same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. Same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. We can write like this C1. In the C1, I'm holding EMP table all rows. After processing it, I can change this select query now. In the same C1, I'm holding department table rows. Okay. Now in the same C1, now same C1 is holding salary table rows. Like this. So here same cursor can be used for same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. In simple cursor, one cursor can be used for one select query only, fixed. In ref cursor, same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. In the C1, first I am holding EMP table rows. After processing is done, in the same C1, I am holding department table rows. After processing is done, in the same C1, I am holding salary table rows. Like this, same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. But whereas if I use simple cursor, one cursor C1 holds EMP table rows, C2 holds department table rows, and C3 holds salary table rows. One cursor can be used for one select query fixed, but here one cursor can be used for multiple select queries. This is the difference between simple cursor and ref cursor. Are you understanding? So in simple cursor, one cursor can be used for one select query only, and this select query is fixed. It cannot be changed. Once a select query is assigned, it is fixed. It cannot be changed here. But whereas in ref cursor, same cursor, one cursor means same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. And here select query can be changed here. Here select query can be changed. Because of select query can be changed, I'm saying it is dynamic. It is dynamic. Because of here select query cannot be changed, I'm calling this as static. Static means fixed. Here select query is static. Here select query is dynamic. We can change. To use simple cursor, we have to follow 4 steps. You already know. Declare, open, fetch, close. Here also same steps. Here also same steps, 4 steps only. Declare, open, fetch, close. Same. So closing same. Close C1. Here also we write close C1. Close cursor name. Closing code same, sir. So no need to discuss about closing. Closing code same as simple cursor only. Fetch code also same. Fetch C1 into R like this. Fetch from where? Cursor. Copy into R. Like this. Fetch code also same. So no need to discuss about. Fetch code, closing code same as simple cursor only. In ref cursor also. Where is difference? In declaring and opening. How to declare ref cursor? So ref cursor has data type, sir. Simple cursor has no data type. This ref cursor has data type. What is the data type? That data type name is sys underscore ref cursor. Sys underscore ref cursor is the ref cursor data type name. So using this data type, declare the cursor here. How to declare the cursor? Observe cursor name. Declare as sys underscore ref cursor. This is declaring ref cursor, sir. How to declare simple cursor? Cursor C1 is select query. Like so. This is declaring simple cursor. And this is declaring ref cursor. Simple cursor has no data type. Ref cursor has one data type, that is sys underscore ref cursor. So this is a way of declaring ref cursor. Notice here, every cursor is associated with some select query. In simple cursor, select query is specified at the time of declaration only. But here at the time of declaration, there is no select query. Here, at the time of opening cursor, we specify select query. How to open? Observe now. So for simple cursor, we are writing like this, open C1. C1 holds this select query result. But here if I write this much only, this is not clear instruction now. Open C1, okay. For holding which select query? For holding which select query result you are opening? Oracle cannot understand. Open C1. For holding which select query result? That's not clear instruction. So that is why we have to instruct like this. Open C1 for holding select star from EMP. Like this. Like this we write. So these are the differences between simple cursor and ref cursor. For your clarity, I'm comparing with simple cursor here. Okay, observe now. This is declaring simple cursor, opening simple cursor. How to declare simple cursor? Cursor name is select query. How to open simple cursor? Open cursor name. The C1 holds the select query result only. EMP table, all rows will be stored here. Here understand now, when we declare like this, when we declare ref cursor, cursor variable C1 created. When we open the cursor like this EMP table, all rows will be loaded in the cursor. Now C1 has EMP table rows. Process it. How to fetch, how to process, how to close, you already know. Right? Fetch code, processing code in the loop. Fetching same simple cursor, no change. Then close it. After closing it, again open the cursor for holding department table rows. Possibility is there like this. Here C1 is holding EMP table rows. After processing is done, now same C1 is holding department table rows. Like this. Same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. This is the ref cursor. In simple cursor, one cursor can be used for one select query only. This is fixed. Here same cursor can be used for multiple select queries like this. Here C1 opened for holding EMP table rows. After processing is done, close it, clear the memory. Then again open C1 for holding department table rows. Here C1 is holding EMP table rows and that memory cleared after processing. Now again C1 is holding department table rows. After processing it, clear it. Again in the C1 hold another select queries. Open C1 for another select query. So to use simple cursor or ref cursor, we follow 4 steps only. Declare, open, fetch, close. Fetch code, close code, same in simple cursor and ref cursor. That is why we are not discussing it again. Fetch code, close code, same. Fetch code, close code, same here. That is why we are not discussing again. We are focusing on first 2 steps only. This is declaring simple cursor. Cursor name is select query. This is declaring ref cursor. Cursor name, ref cursor has data type. So using data type, declare cursor variable. Here we are opening cursor. This cursor is holding this select query result. That's it, fixed. EMP table rows only it holds. It cannot be used to hold another select query result. It is fixed. That's it. But whereas here, dynamic. Here is C1 is holding EMP table rows. After processing it, memory will be cleared. Then C1 is holding department table rows. After processing it, clear it. Again open C1 for another select query. Like this, same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. This is ref cursor. So just you have to notice these 2 steps: declaring ref cursor, opening ref cursor. Remaining, you know. Is it clear about those 2 steps, sir? Now write the ref cursor program. Write a program to print EMP table rows and department table rows. This is my requirement. I want to do it by using ref cursor. First time I will tell, I will explain code roughly. Second time you have to tell the correct code. Notice here. Anonymous block. Declare begin end semicolon slash. Declare ref cursor. How to declare ref cursor? Cursor name sys underscore ref cursor. This is declaring ref cursor. Open ref cursor. Open C1 for holding EMP table all columns, all rows. Fetch record from C1 now. Fetch record from C1. So write like this. Fetch from where? C1. Copy into R1. Declare R1 here. R1 is holding EMP table row. So write EMP percentage row. Process it now. DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line print employee name R1 dot e name print employee salary R1 dot salary R1 dot salary like this. To close this loop, okay, loop end loop. To terminate this loop, use exit when C1 percentage not found. Right like this. That's it. After processing is done, close the cursor. How to close the cursor? You already know. Close C1. So in the C1, it is holding EMP table rows, processing them, we're closing it. Then in the same C1, hold the department table rows. Open C1 for holding department table rows like this. Select star from department. Then again write fetching and processing code. How to fetch? Fetch from where? C1. Copy into R2. What is R2? R2 is holding department table entire row. Okay. DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line R2 dot department number R2 dot D name R2 dot location. Write this code in the loop. Close the cursor. Did you get some idea, sir? Can you tell the code now? Tell me now. A new file. Tell me, sir. How to use ref cursor? I want to print EMP table rows, then department table rows. Tell me the code anonymous block. What we need to write? Declare ref cursor. How to declare? Okay. Cursor C1 variable will be created. Open cursor for holding EMP table all rows. Fetch the record from C1, copy into R1. R1 which data type? EMP percentage row type. Very good. Print DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line print employee name. How to access employee name? R1 dot T name. Concatenation operator. Print employee salary. R1 dot salary. This fetching code, processing code, we need to write in the loop. Loop. End loop. When to terminate this loop, we need to tell now. When to terminate this loop, tell here. Exit when C1 percentage not found. If record is not found, terminate the loop. To close this cursor, right? Close C1. Save it with the name ref cursor demo dot SQL. Compile and run this now. At the rate d colon slash batch 2 p.m. slash ref cursor demo dot SQL. See, sir, I have just a minute. What's the file name? Let me check. Ref cursor demo only. Okay, ref cursor dot SQL. Yes, sorry. Line number 3. 1 is there. Okay. Okay. Line number 3. Okay. In line number 3, problem was there. Next. Once again, I'm compiling and running. Observe here. EMP table all rows printed. Observe. See, sir, first row printed, then second row printed like this. First time this is R1. Next time this is R1. Next time this is R1 like this. Immediately all rows printed. Using same cursor, I want to print department table rows also. So again open C1 cursor for holding department table, all columns, all rows. See, sir, here C1 is holding EMP table rows. Here same cursor is holding department table rows. Write processing code now. Loop, end loop. Fetch the record from cursor. Fetch. From where? Copy into R2. R2 which data type? Department percentage row type. Department percentage row type. Print that row now. DBMS underscore. Output dot. Put underscore line. R2 dot department number. R2 dot D name. And R2 dot location. To close this cursor, right? Close C1. Save it. Compile and run this now. See, sir. Just a minute. Loop is not terminated here. Exit. Exit statement is not there. See here. If infinite loop is found, the screen will be struck. My screen is struck now. I cannot continue my work now. Loop must be terminated using exit. I forgot to write exit statement. My screen is struck here. I am unable to continue my work now. So I have to disconnect now. Okay. I am unable to work now. I am pressing enter key. Okay. I am pressing keys here. Not working. Now I have to disconnect and again I have to connect. Let me correct it. To terminate this loop, right? C1 exit when C1 percentage not found. Save it. Compile and run this now. At the rate d:// batch2pm/ file name is ref cursor demo dot SQL. See, sir. Here first time C1 is holding EMP table rows, printing them. After processing is done, in the same C1 we are holding department table rows. Processing. Like the same cursor can be used for multiple select queries using ref cursor. Let me explain the execution process of this program. I'm explaining execution process of this program. Understand? Yeah. See here. Because of these three declarations, three variables will be created. One is cursor variable, C1. Cursor variable C1 created here. Then EMP row type means employee number, e-name, job, manager ID, salary, etc. Like this. This is R1. To hold EMP table row, R1 created. To hold a department table row, R2 created. Is R1. To hold a department table row, R2 created here. Like this. R2 created. This is R2. And what is happening here? Understand now. See here. So here, because of these three declarations, three variables created. Okay. Next, we are opening the cursor for holding EMP table rows. Here we are opening cursor for holding EMP table rows. So when cursor is opened, the select query result will be loaded in the cursor. So now this cursor is holding EMP table rows. Cursor is holding EMP table rows. Now cursor has EMP table rows. Now what is happening here? Fetching first row from C1. Fetching first row from C1, copying into R1. First row processed here. Fetching second row from C1, copying into R1. Second row processed. Fetching third row from C1, copying into R1. Third row processed. If record is not found, terminating the loop. So when we are closing this cursor, memory cleared. This memory cleared because of processing is done. Because of processing is done here, this memory cleared. This reference is gone. Now C1 is not holding any address here. And that address is not having EMP rows now. Next, again we are opening cursor. Now in some other memory location, department table rows will be loaded. In some other memory location, department table rows will be loaded here. This memory location address will be given to C1. Now C1 is holding department table rows. C1 is not holding EMP table rows. C1 is holding department table rows. Because of this one. Now fetch C1 into R2. First row fetched from C1, copying into R2. Processing it. Fetching second row from C1, copying into R2. Processing it. If record is not found, terminates the loop. Finally, here also we are closing the cursor. So after processing is done here, this memory will be cleared. Reference will be gone. So like this, same cursor can be used for holding multiple select query results. It is possible with ref cursor. It is not possible with simple cursor. Okay. Did you understand this code set? Shall we move forward? This is interview question. What are the differences between సింపుల్ కర్సర్ అండ్ రెఫ్ కర్సర్? అర్థమైంది అమ్మా మీకు? మీరు చెప్పకపోతే నాకు అర్థం కాదు. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా అని నాకు అర్థం కాదు. చెప్పాలి అమ్మా. ఓకే. సో సింపుల్ కర్సర్, రెఫ్ కర్సర్ differences. This is interview question. What are the differences between simple cursor and ref cursor? What are the differences? In simple cursor, one cursor can be used for one select query only, and it is fixed. In ref cursor, same cursor can be used for multiple select queries. In simple cursor, select query is fixed. It is static. In ref cursor, select query can be changed. It is dynamic. Okay, simple cursor has no data type. Ref cursor has data. So these are the differences. In simple cursor, at the time of declaration, we specify select query. In ref cursor, at the time of opening cursor, we specify select query. Is the difference. In simple cursor, at the time of declaration, we specify select query. In ref cursor, at the time of opening cursor, we specify select query. These are the differences between simple cursor and ref cursor. In the notes, I mentioned every point clearly, sir. Refer the notes and understand them. So successfully we finished simple cursor and ref cursor. Yesterday we discussed simple cursor. Today we discussed ref cursor. Explicit cursor topic is over. Next, what we need to learn? Implicit cursor. Understand now? Topic name is implicit cursor. Pay attention, listen carefully. Implicit cursor. To execute any DRL command, or DML command. To execute any DRL command or DML command, implicitly cursor will be used. It is called implicit cursor. It is called implicit cursor. This implicit cursor name is SQL. Name is fixed here. This implicit cursor name is SQL. Implicit cursor name is SQL. Remember this. This point is important. Just like we are defining C1. C1 is explicit cursor. We are defining this cursor, explicit cursor. If we are defining explicit cursor, if implicitly Oracle is defining, that is implicit cursor. Implicit cursor name is always SQL. This C1 is explicit cursor name. We are giving this name. Here you can give any name. Any name you can give. EMP underscore cursor like this. Okay. You can give your name also, identifier. Okay. So just like C1 is the explicit cursor, like that, implicit cursor name is SQL. To execute any DRL, any DML, implicitly this SQL implicit cursor help it takes. Understand this point? Suppose I am writing like this. Select ename comma salary from EMP. Is it DRL command or DML command? DRL command. Read this statement. To execute any DRL command or DML command, implicitly cursor will be used. So for our convenience purpose, we are writing select command here. Internally, one program will be executed. That program has cursor code only. That cursor code only printing all employee names and salaries. So this cursor is what's the implicit cursor. Implicit cursor help it is taking. For our convenience purpose, we are submitting select command like this, sir. But internally one program executed here. Internally one cursor program executed. So in that they had written cursor code only. They have taken implicit cursor. That implicit cursor name is SQL. Okay, that SQL cursor only processing this multiple rows. What is this 12? What is this 12? SQL percentage row count. It's like in yesterday program, I used a C1 percentage row count. Like that, they printed SQL percentage row count value. Implicit cursor attribute. Like this, the point to understand here is to execute any DRL command. Internally, implicit cursor it uses. One cursor program result only. This one. That implicit cursor name is SQL. We should aware of this point. Suppose I am writing like this. Update EMP set salary equals to salary plus 1000. To all employees, I am increasing 1000 rupees salary here. Means 12 rows updated. To process this multiple rows, internally it is taking the help of cursor. That is implicit cursor. 12 rows updated, sir. To process multiple rows, cursor is required. Internally it is using implicit cursor only. To execute any DRL or DML command, internally cursor will be used. So for our convenience purpose, we are writing update command like this. Internally one cursor program executed. And cursor program is printing this message. This is SQL percentage row count value. So this is the point. To execute any DRL or TML command, implicitly Oracle uses cursor. That is called implicit cursor. That implicit cursor name is SQL. This is SQL percentage row count value. How can you say, sir? Okay. Then what to learn in implicit cursor? What to learn in implicit cursor? Understand? Implicitly it is declared, implicitly it is opened, implicitly fetched and processed, and implicitly closed. Everything is happening implicitly. Then what to learn in an implicit cursor, sir? Sometimes in the coding, we need to use implicit cursor attributes like this: SQL percentage found, SQL percentage not found, SQL percentage row count, SQL percentage is open, like this. What are all these things? Implicit cursor attributes. Yesterday we used explicit cursor attributes. C1 percentage found, C1 percentage not found, like that. Okay. Here SQL percentage found, SQL percentage not found, SQL percentage row count, SQL percentage is open. So these are the cursor attributes. These we can use in the coding. Everything happen implicitly. We never declare explicitly here. We will not open. We will not fetch and process here. We will not close here. But sometimes we need to use these implicit cursor attributes in the coding. See one example on. So implicit cursor attributes are implicit cursor attributes are C1, sorry, SQL percentage found, SQL percentage not found, SQL percentage row count. Okay, SQL percentage is open. These are the implicit cursor attributes. Okay, this is not important for us. So implicitly it opens and closes. So that is why it is always false only. Implicitly it opens and implicitly it closes. So we cannot access that value as true. Always it is false. So that is not important for us. But these are important in the coding. The coding sometimes we need to use them. See, two examples I will explain. Now, first example on SQL percentage row count. Second example on this one you can use, or this one also you can use. Anyone you can use for second program. Two programs I will explain now. Listen. Write a program to increase 1,000 rupees salary to all employees. How to increase 1,000 rupees salary to all employees, you already know. This is the code. This is the statement. This is the query. 12 rows updated. Observe. Same thing I want to do with PL SQL program. So same thing, same increasing 1,000 rupees salary. This one only I want to do with PL SQL program now. So what I'm writing? Declare, begin, end, semicolon, update. In which table? Yep. Set salary equals to salary plus 1,000. This is what? SQL. SQL provides interactive mode. At a time you can submit one command only. Immediately it gives one request I'm passing. Immediately it gives one response. SQL is providing interactive mode. But PL SQL, a group of statements, we're making as one request. Not only one statement. In this program, one statement is there. Below you can write multiple statements also. You already know. Here select you can write, update you can write, another update you can write, another delete you can write. Okay, inside you can write. This group of statements we are submitting as one request. One program submitted. Now we get response. This is PL SQL. Okay. So that is why Because of it is PLSQL, we will not get the message like 12 rows updated. In SQL, we are getting 12 rows updated message. This is SQL. I'm getting message like this. This is PLSQL. It is not giving any message here. But 12 rows updated here. But it's not giving any message here. But I want to display this message for my program. SQL is giving this message, 12 rows updated. But PLSQL is not giving that message. So I want to print this message now. 12 rows updated message I want to get. So how to access 12 now? How to access 12, sir? SQL percentage row count. Okay. To execute this update command, implicitly cursor used or not? What is that implicit cursor name? SQL. How many rows processed? To access that, what we are using? Percentage row count. So write like this, SQL percentage row count. So SQL percentage row count, rows updated. You tell me now. I want to get output like this. 12 rows updated. This message I want to display. Tell me, sir, what we need to write? Put underscore in. How to access 12? Row count. Concatenation operator. Rows updated. Rows updated. Like this. Now let me run this program now. Observe. So see here. Our program is, this is our program. Our program is displaying 12 rows updated. So this SQL percentage row count value is 12. So with this you can understand that implicit cursor name is SQL. This is the proof. How can you say implicit cursor name is SQL? This is the proof. How many rows processed by SQL implicit cursor that I am capturing? 12 rows processed here. So like this, we can use implicit cursor attributes. If it is SQL, SQL provides interactive mode. SQL provides interactive mode. Directly SQL only displaying 12 rows updated. But this is PLSQL. In PLSQL, it will not display the message. So we have to display the message. So I'm accessing how many rows processed here, that I'm accessing by writing SQL percentage row count. This is SQL percentage row count. So with this we can understand that implicit cursor name is SQL. So this is a way of using implicit cursor attribute. Next, see about second program here. Write a program. Listen. Write a program to increase salary of given employee number with given amount. So write a program to increase salary of given employee number with given amount. So read employee number. Read increment amount. To increase the salary. This program already we did in the PLSQL basics chapter. Tell me, sir. Anonymous block. What we need to write? To hold employee number, declare one variable. Which data type? Read employee number. How to read? B underscore employee number colon equals to ampersand employee number. Then to hold increment amount, declare one variable here. Read increment amount. Then increase the salary now. How to increase the salary? Salary plus V underscore amount. V underscore amount. V underscore amount. Where? Where? Employee number equals to V underscore employee number. To save this action, we are writing commit. To display the message, we are writing dbms underscore output dot put underscore line salary increased. So this nothing new is there. This program I already explained in the PLSQL basics only. So this is the code. Is it working or not? Test here. Implicit cursor demo. Implicit cursor. Implicit cursor demo dot SQL. Implicit cursor demo dot SQL. Notice here. So here we are giving employee number. Here we are giving increment amount. I'm giving employee number as 7369, increment amount as 2000. So to the 7369 employee, to his current salary, assume that current salary 800, to his current salary 2000 rupees salary increase. So his salary will be modified as 2800. Saves the action, salary increased. This message we get. Like this, it works. Nothing new is there. Notice here. At the rate d colon slash batch 2pm slash file name is implicit cursor demo. Implicit cursor demo dot SQL. Implicit cursor demo dot SQL. Observe now. Before going to run this program, first check EMP table all employee numbers. Notice all EMP table employee numbers. Notice here. All employee numbers are started with 7 only. Observe. 7369, 7499, 7566 like this. All employee numbers are started with 7 only. Okay. Now compile and run our program now. I am giving employee number 7934. Employee existed. I am increasing 1000 rupees salary. Salary increased. Okay. Program working perfectly. 7934 employee existed here. We are increasing 1000 rupees salary. His salary modified as 8300. Code is working perfectly. You want to check here. 7934 previous salary 7300. Here 1000 increase. 8000. Code is working perfectly. But in this code, one problem is there. What is the problem? Suppose I am giving employee number as 1234. Is there any 1234 employee in the EMP table? Is EMP table having any 1234 employee here? Confirm, sir. Is EMP table having any 1234 employee? All employee numbers started with 7, sir. There is no 1234. 1 తోనే ఏ నంబర్ స్టార్ట్ కాలే ఇక్కడ అన్ని 7 తోనే స్టార్ట్ అయినాయి all employee numbers started with 7 only employee numbers पूरे 7 से स्टार्ट हुए 1 से स्टार्ट नहीं हुए 1 2 3 4 employee नहीं है there is no 1 2 3 4 employee but there is no employee with 1 2 3 4 my program is telling that salary increased mistake or not mistake employee is not there how you can increase the salary 1 2 3 4 employees not there our program is telling that salary increase why it is not giving any error sir because according to Oracle here 0 rows updated that is why it is not giving any error according to Oracle here 0 rows updated that is why it is not giving any error check here suppose I am writing like this update EMP set salary equals to salary plus 1000 where employee number equals to 7934 to the 7934 employee 1000 rupees salary increase one row updated I am giving employee number as 1234 0 rows updated see here you're not getting an error there's no error so according to Oracle 0 rows updated here same point apply here here also I'm giving employee number 1234 1234 employee not existed so how many rows updated 0 rows updated saving this action displaying message as salary increase. But wrong output we are getting. Employee is not there, sir. Our program should display invalid employee number. Our program should display invalid employee number or no employee existed with this employee number. Like this, our program has to display. So to get correct output, what I'm doing is to execute this internally, implicit cursor used. That implicit cursor name is SQL. If I give 1, 2, 3, 4, you tell me, sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, record found or not found? Not found. So if record is not found, display message as invalid employee number. Simple. So what I am writing here? If here we need to write the code now. If record is not found, SQL percentage not found. If record is not found, it returns true. Then if record is not found, display invalid employee. Like this you can. Else write this code. Commit salary increase. End if. Like this you can write. Or you can also write like this. SQL percentage found. If record is found, execute this code. Salary increase. If record is found, execute this code. Found. Record found means save the action. Display message as salary increase. Else invalid employee. You can use percentage found or percentage not found. Anyone you can use. So if I use percentage not found, if record is not found, 1, 2, 3, 4 not found. So if record is not found, it is true. Display invalid employee. Else record found. If record found, save the action. Display message as salary increase. If record found, display salary increase. Same thing if you want to do by using SQL percentage found, write if block code in the else block code in the if block. That's it. This one only I'm writing. Observe here. Here record is here. To execute this, it is taking the help of implicit cursor. If record is not found, or if record is found, then save the action. Display the message. Like this. Else. Display message as dbms underscore output dot put underscore line invalid employee. That's it. This is the way of using implicit cursor attributes. Suppose I am giving 7934. 7934 employee existed, so record found true. So displays message as salary increase. One, two, three, four record not found, sir. So found value is false here. So comes to else block, displays message as invalid employee number. Are you understanding? Save it. Compile and run this now. Suppose I am giving 7934. I am increasing 2000 rupees salary. Observe here. Salary increase. Suppose I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4. Employee is not there and I am trying to increase 3000 rupees salary. Our program is telling that invalid employee number. Working perfectly or not? So in such type of situations, this implicit cursor is useful. SQL is implicit cursor name. To execute any DRL or DML command, implicitly takes implicit cursor help. That implicit cursor name is SQL. This is implicit cursor attribute. Is it clear, sir? So successfully we finished cursor chapter. Now you know very clearly about explicit cursor. Yesterday we learned simple cursor. Today we learned ref cursor. And how to use implicit cursor attributes also we learn. Implicit cursor name is SQL. Successfully we finished cursors chapter. I'm stopping the session here. Tomorrow, I'm stopping the session. Tomorrow, we discuss about next chapter. Chapter name is exception handling. Exception handling. How to handle the runtime errors. So till now, we learned PLSQL basics, control structures, and cursors. In that code, if any runtime error occurs, how to handle them will learn, sir. So with this, PLSQL coding will be finished. Whatever the coding you learned here, that we need to implement in the stored procedures, stored functions, packages, and triggers. Step by step we'll learn, sir. Today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow we'll learn exception handling. Next we learn stored procedures. Then we learn stored functions. Then we learn packages. Then we learn triggers. Okay. For exception handling, 2 sessions required. For stored procedures, 2 sessions. For stored functions, 1 session. For package, 1 session. For trigger, 2 sessions are there. Like this. So this week, next week sessions are very, very important. Don't miss them. So up to triggers, I try to finish till next week. Okay. So this week we discuss exception handling and store procedures. In next week we discuss functions, packages, triggers. Okay. Thank you everyone. See you tomorrow. Online students, if you have any doubts, type in the chat box. Otherwise, you can leave the session. Session is over. Okay, online students, my request to all is please concentrate on practicals. Practice all these things. Get grip on it, put it aside. In the career somewhere, these topics will be useful. Yes, any doubts? Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I'm leaving the session. See you tomorrow.